This was the first qualifying session of the season as all the GT1 cars headed out onto the Kyoto Grand Prix Long circuit. Mystery was in the air, as with the beginning of every season, because no one knew who was going to set the pace. The big topics were about balancing. The XRRs and FZRs very different to how they were last year, and the XRR was very much more popular than in 2008 to 2009. First racing set the best time at the start of the session, and it would take nearly the whole session for anyone to beat it. The main problems this session was learning the new Boothy Chicane to make the track more safe, more realistic and more interesting. Now here's Conquest Racing coming through the chicane. They were the first team to have a technical infringement of the season. They had the wrong number plate, as you just saw. The team's tag is supposed to be in the number plate. His speed core just had a small mistake on the exit of turn 3. Here it is again. Just running off the track, unfortunately there. Here's Van Buren coming into turn 9, getting wide on the entry and sliding off on the exit. And here is Hugo Lewis coming through the final corner, just getting far too wide, in fact. Doing a full 360, ruined that lap. Riding enough room for mistakes. Here is Hopwood for Hostius Racing, getting too wide through the exit of turn 2. And here is Phil Diaz taking far too much curb through turn 9, nearly flipping over, managing to save it, but that would ruin that lap. Here it is in slow motion. He goes. Speed core again, getting very twitchy through the final few corners and finally losing it. Going through the final corner on the grass. Now it was time for the final run of the day, everyone coming on their outlaps. My 3ID's Hugo Lewis took the fastest time away from first racing just at the end. TDRT getting it very wrong here at the chicane, ruining their final lap here. Manta, Diaz, really not getting all the brakes properly. Diaz again, having more fun. As Conquest hitting a cone, hitting a pole in fact, there he is, hitting that pole. Hugo Lewis for my 3ID was the fastest with a 2:14.08. Niemann was just behind for first racing. Diaz was third, Core Racing fourth. Van Buren for Sonic Realms. Fifth was Sasinski for Conquest. First of the FZRs. Marquez was sixth in the XRR for Speed Core, over a second slower than my 3ID. Warbirds were seventh in their FZR. That was Tom Chick. Eighth was Hopwood for Ostius, and ninth was Manta for the Danish racing team with no time set due to polls and chat. Time of the GT2 qualifying session. The double reigning champions of last year, First Racing, have not returned to fight their GT2 title. This should surely make the field wide open. Well, currently it doesn't look like it. Team Sirius spent most of the session at the front with nearly a second gap over everyone else. Raptor Racing lost a good time due to a name change on the server. It was a good lap they had, but it was lost. Ice Wolves coming through turn 9, destroy their car against the barrier. Didn't want to continue that one. Bang. It's Vucevic, Team Sirius car, coming through turn 1, but hitting the little rumble strip and going off into the wall. My 3ID's Niki Dakovic came closest to Sirius early on in the session. Speedo Racing's Dmitry Chibenko ran the entire session, like a mini stint it seemed. E-Team, very slow to complete the lap, they had a lot of mistakes. These guys are the reigning GTAL champions, so we would expect quite a bit from these guys. And here's Phil Villeneuve copying his teammate in the GT1 class, trying to flip it over, in fact successfully flipping over at turn 9. Here's Boothy Chicane, that's Sirius, just clipping a cone. Mark Bunby getting a bit closer to Sirius Racing. Sonic Realms, Raptor Racing here, clipping a pole, that would invalidate their lap with the Boothy Chicane. So the times, Vucevic for Team Sirius at 2:21.2, 1.29 ahead of Mark Bunby, that's Sonic Realms Racing. Third was Dakovic, my 3ID. Fourth was Libyan, 2:22.17, that's ER, Estonian endurance races. Fifth was LFS LA, and sixth was the E-Team. All of these guys in FZRs, the FZRs still the cream of the GT2 field. Seventh, Hugo Marquez for Fluid. They lost their fastest time due to touching a pole at the Boothy Chicane. Chibenko from Speedo was 8th. 9th was Giordini for Core. 10th was Dekanek for Team Inferno. 11th was Shishlik for the Ice Wolves racing team in an XRR. Core Racing also ran the XRR. Before reaching the AMT car, they had a few pole positions last season, down in 12th position. 13th in was Ralph from Raptor Racing, losing their tyres. She was a chat. And that was the end of qualifying 1.